What is up, guys? Back with another video today. Today, we're going to be going through the pet peeves of dating. Real quick disclaimer for the ladies that may be watching this video. This video is going to kind of come off as like anti-woman. I'm not anti-woman at all. This is just a lot of the stuff that I've dealt with the women that I've talked to so far. Number one, when it feels like you're interviewing them on a date. I would say, as a general rule of thumb, it is better on a date to ask more about the lady than talk about your own life, because women kind of like to they already kind of like form an idea of who you are in their head before they even know who you are, and sometimes it's kind of just better to let them run with that, and you can kind of be like Batman. But it gets kind of annoying when like I'm talking and I can tell just by looking in their eyes they're not hearing a single word that I'm saying. They're just formulating a response. A lot of women just think whatever they have to say is like super profound. And the reason for this is, like, beautiful ladies, their whole life they've been made to feel that way because the dudes that have been around them are just trying to clap. So they'll be like, "Whoa, wow, that is crazy." Like da 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 da. But it's hard for me to do that, bro. I used to be able to like fake like I like the lady just so I could crack, but I can't anymore. And it's good that I can't do that anymore. Two is all the spiritual malarkey. So let's say, for example, the star signs. Bro, a lady will ask you your star sign before knowing if you have a job, if you have a car, if you have a place to stay, if you're a baby daddy. That's the first question they'll ask you. So you kind of have to gauge how delusional they are by seeing how fast they'll ask you your star sign. Bro, I can learn more about someone by asking their favorite Ninja Turtle than what their star sign is. Mine is Raphael. The star stuff I can kind of let slide. That's kind of just a lady thing. But once they start pulling out the rocks, the tarot cards, the incenses, bro, you gotta get out of there. She's probably a bad person. They'll put on that spiritual act or whatever just to be like the most terrible person you've ever met. I have a rock, and he's the only rock I'll ever need. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Y'all know what video I'm talking about? That video always cracks me up. I also have this rock. It's sedimentary, so you can like tell time with it. So back here, I was getting money and keeping it real, and then back here, I was getting money and keeping it real, and then back here, let me check. Let me take a closer look. Yeah, back here, I was also getting money and keeping it real. Number 3, paying for hella stuff. I'm perfectly cool with paying for like the food on dates. That is no issue with me whatsoever. Some small other stuff too, like I'll get you a little something sweet or whatever once in a while. I don't mind about paying for that stuff. But then once they start asking you to pay for like nails, hair, lashes, a bag, that's like starting to get too much, because it's like, I don't care about the lashes. I don't care about the nails. So it's like, who are you really doing this for? And I talked to one lady, and she kind of made it make sense a little bit. She said they're not doing it for other men. They're doing it for the girl that's like inside of them that wants to feel pretty. And I get that. That makes sense. Like, it's kind of like if I'm going to hang out with the homies, I'm still putting cologne on because I just like to smell good. And then my homie like sniffs my neck and like, Versace Eros? I'm like, yeah, Versace Eros. But I'm just playing. We don't do that. Here's a good comparison. having men pay for stuff is like women's version of parlays, like making money appear out of nowhere. And the straight bet is like Chiefs money line, safe. That's like paying for food. I'm perfectly fine with paying for food. But then once it's like food, nails, hair, lashes, bag, shoes, that's like the 6 leg prize picks 25x parlay for women. This would be like if if me being a man, if I went to a lady and was like, okay, you gotta pay for all my stuff, like you gotta pay for all my upkeep. You need to pay my gym membership, pay for my creatine, pay for my protein powder, pay for my pre-workout, pay for my haircut. Would y'all do that? Would y'all really do that? No. And it kind of makes you feel like a wuss for paying for all this stuff. Like one time I was at the lady's crib who I had just been on a date with, and I asked for like one of her churros. I was like, wait a second, I paid for this. Matter of fact, let me get your leftovers because I'm trying to bulk right now. One, you can't really hold this against women, but just like their emotional instability, shit's just hard to deal with, bro. And then once you like bring up something that they did, then they turn it on you, and by the end of the conversation you're apologizing. It's like, ooh, how did I end up here? But the thing with this is like you kind of just have to accept this. Some will be less up and down, but it's like if you really can't deal with this, bro, you might as well just start dating men and being gay, because that's the only way you're gonna have someone that's like a little bit more steady. That, bro, that must be why gay people are always so happy, because they don't have to deal with that stuff, bro. All right, the next one is lateness and communication problems and like flaking. Um, Bro, that's just annoying. I'm like I'm like a get there early type of guy, and I would say probably about like a good 80% of women are always like, not always, but like they're gonna be running late. And like for me, I date black women for the most part, so it's women timing combined with black people timing, so double whammy. Um, but yeah, that's just annoying. And like the flaking, a woman will flake so to try to get you to reschedule, and they'll see like how much free time you really have. If you have a ton of free time, they think you don't have any other like people to talk to, or you have no other like priorities. So that's why they do that. And when they say like, oh my gosh, you're gonna hate me, it's like I kind of already was starting to. um so yeah, that's just kind of annoying. Extreme yapping. The extreme yapping is like, bro, I actually prefer the yappers, because I'm more of like, I know this seems kind of contradictory because I have a whole ass YouTube channel where I just be yapping, but for the most part I don't really talk much when I'm like in public or just like in a normal setting. But the extreme yapping gets to a point where it's like, yo, like you gotta chill. Like one time I got a 10-minute voice memo, and you can't even fast forward those, bro. Like on Snapchat, you can fast forward it. 10 minutes? Okay, I need to go. Let me throw on a YouTube video and grab a snack, because this is like a bit over the line. A bit over the line. Bro, some like the way women tell stories, it's like really hard, bro, because they tell you they're good storytellers sometimes, but they tell you every single part of the story, and then it all kind of wraps together like 10 minutes later. But if you don't pay attention for a second, like if you zone out for like 10 seconds, you're like, okay, is that the name of where you work, or the lady you have beef with, or your friend, or your aunt's niece? um oh, this is getting hard to follow. But yeah, The next one is like being on their phone or like not being present with them. You asked me to come over here. Why are you on Facebook right now? Why did I come here? You could have been on Facebook by yourself without me being here. Why do I have to be here right now? Um, the next one is when they keep coming back after you've ended things with them. Yo, there's no way the dick was that good. Maybe the head. I hope other men know this. I feel like most men have heard this, but if a woman comes back to you, it's not because she misses you or she cares about you. It's because nobody else cares about her. Especially if you ended stuff with them. Because most of the time they have too much pride to be coming back to you. The next one is just like hoe culture in general. Um, bro, a lot of women they've got the guy that gets some food that they'll never have any relations with. They've got the guy they got their work boyfriend. They've got their main guy. Uh they've got the guy that only comes around once in a while. They have their ex. I'm not saying this is all women, but they have a lot of options, and I've never really been one for having hoes. I've attempted it a couple times, but then it's like it gets hard, bro, because I can't keep all that information up in my head. I'll like I'll forget how many siblings they have or like when their birthday is, and then they're like, "Oh, it must have been another girl," and I was like, it actually probably was. Having hoes is hard, bro. And honestly, one lady is a headache enough sometimes. And then once you have like three headaches, it's like, oof, my entire head hurts. I hate like being on so many dates to the point where like you kind of have like a game plan for how to talk to a woman. Here's the game plan, bro. Act like you care about the star stuff. And then when she asks you for your birth time and place, pretend like you don't already know because you don't want to look like you're ran through. And then some other keys, bring up Corpse Bride at some point. And yeah, just ask her more about herself than you talk about yourself. This is for men and women. When when women are like men ain't shit, and when guys are like, oh, these hoes ain't shit. Um, nah, bro, it's just the ones y'all picked. You picked the one who's a baby daddy already. He smokes weed every single day. He scams. He wears the jeans that have the little ripples on the legs. You already knew that guy wasn't a good person. Come on. Um, Same thing goes for men. Uh, Hoes ain't shit. No, y'all just picked the wrong one. You picked the bottle girl. She has a new rotation of friends every month. Drives a Nissan Altima. She has a wall tapestry. She has the leaves hanging off her walls. All the signs were there for you to not pick this person. The last one we have today is just general dottery, which is getting kind of out of hand today. A couple months ago, I seen a lady wearing a mini skirt where it wasn't even a skirt, bro. Like her ass was just fully out. Like the thottery that I've seen in today's age is actually kind of insane. Like when ladies take their birthday photos in their lingerie. So what went through your head to be like, okay, I'm for my birthday, I'm gonna celebrate by going to a JC Penney's, getting damn near butt booty naked, wearing like less clothes than a stripper, and take pictures for the whole world to see this. That's how I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. That's like if me as a man, I went and was like, okay, bro, I'm finna go to JC Penney's, throw on the white beater, with the gray sweatpants, and I'm gonna take pictures so like my print is showing, and then I'm gonna be holding two balloons that say 23. That's how I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. That's actually a great idea. No, like I don't know what goes through some of these ladies' heads to make these decisions sometimes. Thank y'all for watching today's video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.